Since 1991, Greater Richmond SCAN has worked to prevent and treat child abuse and neglect. What began as a small grassroots effort to raise awareness has grown into a trusted community resource that touches the lives of thousands of children and families each year. In 1991, SCAN was founded in response to the rapidly growing rates of child abuse and neglect in Richmond and surrounding counties. At the start, our focus was raising awareness and educating the public. In 1993, SCAN expanded its efforts by offering direct services to families through Parents Anonymous groups led by trained volunteers. This became the foundation of our family support program. In 1997, we introduced curriculum-based children's groups, giving kids a safe place to learn, heal, and build resilience. In 1999, Janine Harper joined SCAN as executive director, guiding the organization through a period of growth and innovation.
I got involved with SCAN by attending a progressive dinner in 2003, which started us on a fairly long journey here of over 20 years of involvement. We obviously went to a number of different houses for progressive dinner for a number of years, and then we started hosting ourselves. A lot of it really was because of Janine Harper. She came out and visited my office and spoke to everyone at our firm and really introduced us to a number of the different advocacies that SCAN does. The Circle Preschool really is something near and dear to our heart. Having it expand from one class to two classes is just phenomenal. So we continue to support SCAN across the board and love the variety of services they do in the community.
In 2004, SCAN opened the region's first Child Advocacy Center, transforming the way our community investigates and responds to child abuse. Within its first 8 months, the CAC served 61 children and brought together the city's first multidisciplinary team. In 2006, we launched the Protector Circle, our first giving society. And in 2007, restructured our public education efforts into what would become SCAN's community programs, including Circle of Parents groups and community-wide prevention campaigns.
I'm Margaret Cately, and I've been involved in SCAN since 1998. I was in my 20s, and frankly, I just wanted to get involved in something. And I started as a babysitter for the family support group. And that's back before the family support group really had a program for the children. Soon after that, SCAN in their wisdom realized that the children needed therapy as well. I continued to do that until I had my own child in 2004. And at that point, I think about a year later, I joined the board. I stay involved in SCAN because SCAN quietly, professionally, very capably does things in the community that need to be done. SCAN does things in a way that keeps up with all the latest data and science and learning about how to best treat children and their families who've been through trauma. I think SCAN is really an unsung hero in our community, doing the things that frankly a lot of people don't want to talk about, but that really need to get done so we can have healthy children and healthy families.
In 2009, Richmond CASA merged with SCAN, becoming our fourth program in strengthening advocacy for children in the courts. In 2011, SCAN founded the Circle Preschool program, Central Virginia's first therapeutic preschool for children who have experienced trauma. The following year, we launched the Greater Richmond Trauma-Informed Community Network, bringing together professionals across sectors to build more trauma-informed and resilient communities. In 2016, SCAN opened its second Child Advocacy Center in Henrico County, expanding access to critical services for children and families.
My name is Richard Bennett. I'm a local pediatrician, and I've been on the SCAN board for approximately 6 years plus. And I was asked the question, what brought me to SCAN? I've served on many charity boards, many nonprofits over the years. And what separates SCAN from other ones is what I thought, what does SCAN stand for me? I know Stop Child Abuse Now, but to me, what does SCAN mean? And it was social currency. Do the staff, the members, does everyone invest social currency? And they do. Are they willing to give their time beyond the 9 to 5, the 10 to 6, the 8 to 3? And they do. So they've invested social currency. The C is caring. Now, we all care, but do you care enough to give? Do you care enough to give after hours? And I was asked a long time ago, I asked a long time ago, how much money should I give to an organization? And they said, give enough that you care about where it goes. I also asked, how much time should I volunteer? I said, care enough that the time means something to you. So here at SCAN, we all care about what we're doing, care about everyone here from top to bottom. The A, well, look at the A, B. And I thought absolute resolve, absolutely believe in what you are doing, believe in the mission, believe in the statements. And I think absolute resolve is one thing that keeps us steadfast and keeps this organization moving forward and strong. And the last letter, N. And for me, that was nourishment. Being a pediatrician, I always think about nourishment is the one thing that we need to take into consideration, especially I work in the East End, having food deserts. And so the nourishment, and it starts with little babies. Right? What do? We nourish their bodies so their neurons can connect, so their bones can grow, so they can become healthy and grow up. And then as they get a little older, close to about 18, I think, they start looking for other outlets. And that's when we want to nourish their spirit. We should be nourishing their spirit and soul the whole way. But this is when we want them to understand it's not about them. And they look for the greater good. So they can come back and invest social and spiritual currency. So they know how to care about what they do, who they are, and people around them. And so they have absolute resolve in everything they do, and they believe in their mission and their statements. Thank you.
In 2019, SCAN hired our first behavioral health community organizer to engage community members with lived experience and advance community healing. In 2020, the Circle Preschool program moved into a new home at the YWCA Sprout School, adding more classrooms, a dedicated sensory room, and specialized therapy space for children who have experienced trauma. In 2023, SCAN received a grant to bring CASA services to Petersburg, giving even more children the advocates they need. From beginnings in 1991 to 5 powerful programs today, SCAN has grown into a vital partner for children and families, thanks to the support of a community that believes every child deserves a safe, nurturing future.